Hi everyone, thank you for joining the Azure and AI Show. Not sure if anybody else is going to join us now today, but I have a bunch of stuff anyway lined up. I'm going to do something with Copilot Studio. I have an agent built it's a stock market agent, so I'm going to kind of interrogate it, kind of ask it a few questions, give me some analytics on different stocks and stuff like that. I'm also going to do some stuff with Copilot in PowerPoint. I'm going to make a presentation from an Excel file, so I have that lined up as well. Some other stuff in the Copilot chat then. There's some new features in there. We'll go over them and we'll see how we get on. So I'm going to share my screen and we will do that stock market one first. We might build this agent from scratch. So there's my screen. And I'm in here in the Copilot Studio. I'll just go to the home page here first. So this is what you land on when you go into the Copilot Studio. So you can see there the first one on the list is Stock Market Helper, which I made a few months back, and you can see a few other agents that I built as well. So if you go down further here, you can see a question and answer agent if you wanted to build. There's pre-built ones that Microsoft have. So it's got Safe Travel one, it's got a Financial Insights one, Document Processor Review Benefits. And there is lots more. If you click on See More here on the right hand side, it'll pull up all the ones that I made, and then there's other ones where you can actually import agents when you click in here. Just give you an overview of this thing first so you know what it actually is. So it's just loading up some there now. Okay, so these are just two that I've done a few months back. Open source ones. Just a second. How you doing, Stephen?
Yeah. Hi there.
You can see my screen okay there? I was just doing some stuff there on Copilot Studio.
Oh, okay.
Okay, thanks for joining. It's great to have somebody there to tell me my screen is up and working.
Yeah.
So I'll just carry on with that there, Stephen. Have you got something for us today?
No, I just want to say hi. So let me just try to just say like hi, fine. Yeah, I got like another meeting in the next 10 minutes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so by next week, I will should get something to do. Yeah.
No worries. And there's Timoteo, Victoria. How are you? So thanks, Stephen. Anyway, I'll carry on with this thing here. Yes, so this is where you can actually create agents. These are some of the ones I've done previously. This is where you can actually, when you go into create there on the left-hand side, you can create new agents. So I'm going to start an agent for the stock market just to show you how it actually works. So you got two tabs up the top here. So I'm going to click on describe. So on this one, it says, hello, I'm here to help you build an agent so you can get more done. Can you see that there on my screen, Stephen, the buttons that describe and configure? Okay. Okay, so down on the bottom there, you type in a prompt, right? So I'm just going to tell it I want a stock market.
I was muted. I can see. Sorry, I was muted.
You can see the describe and configure buttons on the top, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So I'm just going to type in here, I want a stock market agent. So that's all you need to type in there, hit the enter button, and then the Copilot will see what you're looking for and it'll come up. Okay, so it's called it on the right hand side Agent 1, right? So it's after comprising all these prompts. So get a stock market price, market trends, stock comparisons, financial terms, and market news. Okay, that sounds good. So it says your stock market agent has been set up and provided market information, answers questions, stock markets, stocks and trends, and help users understand financial concepts without offering personalized investment. Okay, so next let's choose the name of your agent. Okay, so it's given us here stock market guide. Okay, so we'll just copy that and we'll go with that. Okay, so I'm just going to paste that in there, stock market guide. So it sees what I want as the name of my agent. Okay, so now it's coming up here, right? The agent name has been updated. As you can see here in the right hand side now, instead of agent 1, it's called stock market guide. And it's coming up down here on this part here. The agent name has been updated to stock market guide. Now let's refine what the agent will do. Could you describe the specific tasks or capabilities you want the stock market guide to have? For example, should it provide retail stock prices, explain market trends, or offer educational content about investing? Please share your preference. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy some of this, right? And I'm going to paste it in down here. And I'm just going to add stuff, right? Yeah, and I'm going to say, yes, it should, and take out the it. Yes, it should provide real-time stock prices, explain stock market trends, and I'm just going to get rid of or, and I'm going to put in and the, take out the space, and offer educational content about investing, right, in the stock market. Okay, and I'm just going to hit the enter button. Okay, so Copilot then is going to read what I want the agent to do. So now it's come up with the stock market guide is now set up to provide real-time stock prices, explain market trends, and offer educational content about investing in the stock market. Okay, so it's got in the next part here, right? Next, you have the option to add a knowledge source for your agent. If your stock market guide to reference specific websites and resources, please provide the URL now. Okay, this step is optional, so you can always add or configure knowledge source later. Okay, so for the demo, we'll just carry on with, so We'll just put in not at this time. Straightforward, and hit the enter button. So just give it a couple of seconds, and so it comes up in here then. Would you like to make any more modifications to the stock market guide? If you have additional features or changes in mind, please let me know. If not, your agent is now set up and you can continue exploring Copilot Studio to add more functionalities and enhancements. I am here if you need any further refinements, your agent. Okay, that's cool. So up here were the describe, right? So we described all the stuff we wanted for our stock market agent, right? So now we're going to hit the other button here, which is configure. And then you'll see here the first part up the top here, right? It's got if you want to put a logo in here for your agent. So this is the orange one over here. So if we wanted to click on that, and if you want to upload an icon to change that, you can just click in somewhere and we'll see. We'll just put that up there just for, okay, so we'll just apply that for now, and you'll see it changing there. Okay, so if we just want to go back and change the icon, you can put up whatever you want there. So now the name, stock market guide, so we can see big here, that's it. So it says then the description, right? An agent that delivers real-time stock prices, explains market trends, and educates users about investing in the stock market. That's all good. And then the instructions down here, I'm not going to read all of them, one or two there. So it says provide users with real-time stock prices for requested companies or indices, explain current market trends in clear and accessible language using up-to-date information, and all the rest. And then here is if you did want to add a knowledge source, if you had a favorite website like maybe Yahoo Finance or Google Finance, you could put them in here. So the next one here is web search, right? So we have that enabled because we don't have any knowledge base inside there. So we're using the internet to give us the. So down here then, right, suggested prompts. Okay, so Copilot is after preempting what we want as a stock market prompts. So the first one is stock market price, explain market trends. So if you wanted to change any of these, right, or in order, so you can see over here, stock market price here in the agent. If you wanted that to move down the list, you can go over here on the right hand side, click into this, and we can just drag it, click, hold, and then you can drag it to wherever you want, like so. So we'll bring it down to the second one and leave it go, and you can see here on the right hand side the agent stock market price has gone into second place. But because we want that to be our first one, we'll just put it back again here. So just up in the top right hand corner, if you're happy with everything that you're after configuring here, you can go over here to the top right and we can hit on create. Okay, so that's creating your agent now after you're happy with everything you're after putting in there. So we'll give it a couple of seconds. Okay, so now the agent is after being created. and the name is Stock Market Guide, and it's giving us our description, everything here. Over on the right hand side, then they're giving us an option here, right? It says, hello, I am Stock Market Guide, a virtual assistant, just so you are aware. I sometimes use AI to answer your questions. If you provide a website during the creation, try asking me about it. Next, try give me some knowledge by setting up generative AI. Okay, so what we're going to do is here, we're going to ask it, okay, some questions. So we'll say, tell me about we'll say Intel stocks. Okay, simple question, and we'll hit the enter button, and now it's coming up with the information. And I've been reading about this recently, so I kind of know a bit about Intel stock. So it says, it gives us a review of it, okay? So it says Intel's Corporation INTC stock. Information includes real-time price charts, key statistics, and new updates. I won't read everything now, so just so people won't get too bored, we'll move on. The stock is currently valued in line with overall market and compared to the S&P 500, okay? So it gives us kind of resources where it's after getting this information from. So it's after getting it from the company's website, Intel. What's happening with the stock? It's got that from Forbes. And right, so it didn't actually give us the stock price. So it's given us prompts here, like you can see here, 1, 2, and 3. So this one is Intel stock price. Okay, so we click that prompt, and it brings us over here to Yahoo out of the thing. So we're just going to go back here again, and if we're happy with all the information here that is pulling up for us and the prompts, like these references here down the bottom, I will bring it to different websites. So I'll just ask it, and we can verify it in real time. What is the stock price? As far as I know, it's around 31 maybe. Okay, so it's searching, and okay, so the current stock price over here. Okay, maybe I have to click on see less. Okay, it's just giving us links to it anyway, but we'll just publish it, and then we can actually ask it more questions from the prompts that it actually gave us. So it just takes a couple of seconds. It all depends on how fast your broadband speed is. Okay, so this is it, published. So up in the top here, then it gives you overview. So it gives you a whole overview of your, if you want to add tools in here afterwards, triggers, agents, there's your knowledge base. So if you want to add another website here to it or some company tools, These are all up in the top here. Agents. If you wanted to get it to talk to other agents, this is where you do it here. And these are different things like goodbye, wherever. So you can turn these on or turn them off as you feel fit. These are the activities. It's just saying it's complete. So we'll go back to it in a second. So obviously this is only a new agent and there hasn't been much interaction, so there shouldn't be anything in here. And these are all the different channels that you can connect with. So we'll just go to the home page, and here we can see our published stock market guide, and we can just click into it here, and there it actually opens up the agent. Then it should give us some prompts there then as well. 1 second, I'll just close that. If you need to edit anything, you can hit the edit button up in the top here. And we hit the test button. I'll just ask it, is today. Okay, so it's the current stock price is not specifically in the available information. However, you can find it in real-time quotes, historical performance and financial overview on the Intel platforms such as Yahoo Finance, wherever. So it's actually giving us one. The first one, if you hover over it, opening a new window to opening an external. So it's giving us the links to actually go to it. So if we went to the knowledge base, right, we'll just go up here and we'll add a knowledge base. Okay, so we'll go for public website and we will find the Yahoo Finance. Yahoo Finance page. And here we go. So I'm just going to copy that. And we're going to go back here where our agent is, and we're going to paste it in here. And we're going to add that. Add to agent. Okay. So when this is done now, I'm just going to go back over here and I'm going to copy the last prompt I put in there and paste it in down here and see what outcome we'll get then. So it's searching now. You can see it searched Yahoo. But for some reason, it didn't actually give us the price. Just the link here to bring us to the actual website to get the thing. I'm not sure, is it something built into the guardrails that it's not supposed to give you the actual stock price, but that's how to build the agent anyway. So the other thing I wanted to show you today was the PowerPoint. So I just go to all the apps where we can use Copilot in PowerPoint to make a PowerPoint presentation from an Excel file. We say an Excel file that you got loads of data about shops and prices and stuff like that, and you want to make a PowerPoint presentation. So we just go here, we create a blank one. So we're in here now, and you can see Copilot up on the top right hand side. We can either click the Copilot there, or we can go over here and create a presentation. So if I click that one, now you see it comes up here and it's saying describe the presentation you would like to create and reference up to 5 files if needed. So you can use up to 5 different files. So for this one, we're just going to reference one file. And just to let you know, all the files that you're going to connect in here, they either have to be in your OneDrive or they have to be in your SharePoint site. So I'll just close this just for 1 second to see just am I logged into the same account. Yeah. And I'm just going over here to my OneDrive and I'm just checking. So I'm just going to switch. So I'm going to copy this file here. I'll actually download this file. And I'm just going to go over here because I'm logged in at a different account. No, actually. Okay. So if I go here, file, open. So it's on the device here. So I downloaded it. Yeah. So we just go back here to Copilot again. And we'll get it to. So here's our file here, our Excel file, right? So this is supermarket sales kind of sample data, okay? So I have that in there, and earlier I kind of said we could add up to 5 different files if we wanted to, right? So just for this demo, we just keep the one, and I'll just hit enter, and now it's going to start generating PowerPoint slides for us. So this is using Copilot, which is the Microsoft AI. And if you had to do this now manually, I would say it would probably take you half a day because you have to make up loads of slides. So this one here at the bottom right, it says estimated number of slides is 12, but you can maximum number you can get is 40. But I'm just going to do it with the 12. So I'm just going to click on the bottom here, generate slides. Okay. So make up 12 slides manually. Not sure exactly how much time, but you're talking a few hours anyway. So you can see Copilot is generating all the slides there and the names of them. We'll go back into the Excel file now in a moment and we'll see. Okay, so you can see there now it's brought up It's actually done 15 slides for us. So 15 slides. So if we just click into the first one. Okay, so when you click in here into your first one, right, over on the right hand side, right, it's got Microsoft Designer, and it can help you to change. This slide here is kind of brown and white. It doesn't really look very pretty for a presentation, especially about supermarket sales and orders. So we click on this one here, makes it look a bit better. Got other ones down here. It's just telling us here Designer, Microsoft Designer is incorporated into this. So it's giving you a little video here as well. Look, quite cool. Somebody shopping inside there. So we'll hang on to this slide, okay? We'll just move on to the next one. This looks pretty boring as well. So over on the right hand side, it's giving us a few other options here. So if you're not too happy with the pictures that are here, you can add more yourself. So we'll just keep this one here for that slide. Go down to the next one. Pretty boring here. Sales order data overview. So Copilot is giving us other options over here for our sales order. And we can add more text in here if we want to, but we'll just leave that for now. Down to the next one. Okay, this got a picture in it. It's not too bad. Yeah, we'll keep this one. Move down to the next one. So pretty boring here again. Retail prices trends by ship date. So they got a ship down here. That's this one here. Okay, we'll keep this one. And we'll move down. So this one here is got kind of visualization of retail prices and distribution. See, is there any other one? Okay, so we'll keep this one here. So for that one, and this slide again, pretty boring stuff here. So we need to get a picture of that. So they're talking about sales data. Let me see. This one looks a bit more about sales data, so we'll keep that one. And this one is shipping data and supporting images. It's not suggesting much. But if you don't like the ones on the right hand side here, you can actually add in your own pictures into it. Next one. Okay, so we're not going to do the whole lot of them, okay, because we'd be here too long. So just to go back to that particular Excel file that we used to make our PowerPoint, and we'll just see, and just hide that. We'll see what sort of stuff I kind of came up with for us. Okay, so Excel sample data, supermarket data. So you can see here, this is all the kind of stuff that the PowerPoint presentation made. So the numbers in here kind of tally with, so if we go back to here, ship dates, the 1st of 1924. So they do have the 1st of the 1924 in there as well. So they're actually using the dates as well inside here. Summary have sales orders. So it knows all these up here, like customer name, ship date, retail prices, and it's using all that kind of data. Let's go back here again just to see some other stuff. So you can see it's used all the dates, it actually put them in along the bottom here. And there was the first in 1924. And it gives us the conclusion, sales trends and stuff like that. So just that was the PowerPoint thing, but here we're back in Excel, and I'm just going to show you some other stuff here. So I'm just going to open up Copilot here in Excel. So now it says, hello Frank, here are some ideas to get you started. Suggest formulas, summarize using pivot tables and charts, right? So I want to show you all of these, but this one here is very good. It's gives the unique insight using Python, right? So we all know Python is kind of coding. You don't need to know anything about coding in this one. So I'm just going to click in here onto the Python. As far as I know, you do have to click in over here first. And then it starts. So make sure that you have to click into the table before it actually starts working. So now it says here, the unique insight can be uncovered by analyzing and delivering the speed of each order, calculated by the number of days between the order date, ship date, by examining relationship between delivery speed and the total order. So it's kind of giving us charts, suggesting charts there. So we'll just click on. If you hover over it there, it'll give you all the different numbers that we have in there. So I'm just going to click on here, insert sheet. So it's going to give us another the sheet here with all our figures, total orders, and then it's giving us the dates. So down here then it's giving us other prompts, right? It says get deeper results using advanced analytic modes. Show the top 10 fastest shipping orders and value. So look, we'll just click on the top one, and you see it's understanding the data. Okay, and start with think deeper. So we click on that. Now here is the PowerPoint part that I said there earlier. So it's going through all the data and it's using PowerPoint. If you can see up here in the top line, this is PY for our Python, and it's still generating. You can see here it's taking all the sales order dates, and it's making statistics of the numerical columns. This is all just being done now by Python inside in Excel. So it's carrying on. Look, it's doing all the customer insights. So you can see it's doing a k-mean clustering of customers based on purchasing patterns. You can see all the customer names and everything inside there, and it's creating charts for us. So you can see on the right hand side here all the different descriptions it's given us. So if we just go back up the sheet here, you can see where it started. It's telling us 70 rows and 8 columns. And then if you go down along it, right here is the advanced analysis plan. Okay, so data quality and overview. So that's this one here, data quality overview, missing values and types. So the next one then is descriptive statistics. So it's breaking them down. It's giving you the mean, standard, minimum, and the percentage 25, 50, 75, and the maximum. And here then it's giving you time series and trends. So we're not going to read through all of these, but you can see how actually powerful Copilot using Python inside an Excel is very powerful. And it has that then it added in here in a separate book down the bottom, and it's called the Analyst one. And just one other thing here, you can see here the line above where it says PY, aggregated weekly sales. So if we go over here and the drop down, and we will actually see, you can see all the code. If you're used to using Python, you can see it's broken down into all the code, and you can go in here and you can edit the code if you're happy with using Python. So you can see all the different code here inside in that. So that's a kind of PowerPoint and Excel there. So just one other thing that I wanted to kind of show you today is just in the M365 Copilot chat. Like you don't need a license for this particular one, but up in the top here you got try GPT-5, chat GPT-5. But for this one, we're just going to use the standard GPT-4. So up here on the top right-hand corner, you've got 3 little dots. If you click into these, it will give you settings. If you click into settings, then it comes up with this personalization, right? So you can customize your prompts the way Copilot gives you back a prompt. Okay, so if we click in here, then it brings up this box here, and it says feel free to include details about your interests, preferences, goals, or any specific context that could help Copilot deliver the best possible assistance and personalization. Right, you can just tell it anything that you want. If you wanted to give me back answers like a 5th grader, or give me back answers like a comedian, if it's something like that, you know. Or we'll put in something here in a second, right? So we'll just cancel this for a second, and we'll go in here, right? And we'll just ask it here. I have a prompt here already. Write me something about Azure storage, okay? Because we know something about that. And we'll hit the enter button, and we'll see what Copilot comes back to us then. And then we'll go and change the personalization. Okay, so it's what is Azure storage? Azure storage is Microsoft cloud-based solution for storing a wide variety of data. We won't read all this, but we know it is highly available and durable. It's secure, scalable, okay? And we know the types: it's got blob storage, file storage, queue, table. And there are all the different types of storage that's available in Azure. General purpose, premium block, blobs, and so forth. So that looks pretty good, that data there, right? So what we're going to do is I'm just going to copy the exact prompt that we asked it. Okay, and I'm just going to go up here again to the three dots and go to settings and custom. So what I want to do, you have to make sure that you toggle on this switch. So I'm just going to go in here and I'm going to write when I ask for something, respond like a cheeky poem, right? So I'll give it back to us like a poem, right? And so when I ask something, respond like a cheeky poem, right? Okay, so you have to toggle on this little thing here, the custom instructions, and we'll just go save. And make sure that you come back in here and untoggle it off afterwards, or else you'll be getting funny responses every time. So I'm just going to close this, and we're going to go back down here, and I'm going to paste in that, write me something about Azure storage, okay? So we click that, and we'll wait and see. Okay. So it's been funny already. It says Azure storage, a cloudy delight. Sounds funny enough. By Frank's cheeky co-pilot, right? So that's funny enough. So it says in the cloud where bites do fly, Azure storage reaches the sky. A vault of data, safe and sound, scalable, secure, and world-renowned. Definitely sounds like a poem to me. So it's given us, right, blob storage holds your docs and pics for backups, streams, or data tricks. Azure files, a sheer delight. Definitely seems like poetry to me, all about storage. So down here, okay, latest treats from Azure's bakery. Azure container storage built for Kubernetes in volume magic. Definitely sounds a bit poetry to me. So, okay, so it's asking us down here, want me to turn it into a slide deck or a blog post, or maybe rhymes about another Azure service. I don't think so. We'll go back and we'll change it. But that's if you wanted to make it more serious, or if you wanted to get it to make it sound like Shakespeare or something else, you can actually go in here and change the prompt again. And you can see it up here. Respond like let's see. Close that one. Down to the prompt. Paste. Okay. So yeah, I asked it to kind of say it back like it's Shakespeare. Thou hast asked for the tale of Azure storage, noble Frank, and I shall deliver it with flourish of a bard and clarity of a scholar. That definitely sounds like Shakespeareish to me. So moving down, Azure storage, a cloud-born treasure in the kingdom of Microsoft Azure, where data well. Definitely, this sounds like a Shakespeare thing to me. The scrolls of Azure accounts. Yeah, so that's that thing that I wanted to show you anyway, how to personalize your prompts. So don't forget to go back in here and delete that, and you go back to this custom instruction, turn that off and save that. Close this down and then just double check you're gone back to normal. Write me something about Azure storage and hit enter. And just wait a couple of seconds. Okay, what is Azure storage? Azure Storage Cloud, Microsoft Cloud-based solution. Yeah, looks like it's gone back to normal. Core storage service, Azure Blob. Yeah. Looks like everything has got back to normal. So if you can see, we'll just count this here, right? So it's given us one. What is Azure storage? Storage types, the latest 2025. So it's about and your contributions, right? So there's given us 4 sections here, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, your contributions, right? Okay. So what I'm going to do here, just before we finish up, I'm going to try up in the top right hand side here, right? See what the difference of ChatGPT 5 will be over the previous version, right? So GPT 5 is on, okay? So I'm going to put the exact same prompt in about Azure storage, okay? Write me something about Azure storage. Now this is ChatGPT 5, right? So we're just going to make a comparison, and I'm just going to hit the enter button. And ChatGPT 5 is more powerful now, and it should give us a lot more. We counted 5 sections previously before we turned on ChatGPT 5, and now we're just going to count the sections. So here's one section. What is Azure storage? Key benefits, 2. It's given us core, it's 3. Practical uses, and it's actually after expanding all these, so it's after giving us a lot more it expanded a bit more on the actual what everything is. So that's ChatGPT 5, and we got through a good bit there. And that was the work one here. There's actually the web one as well. If we click over to the web one, and if we try our, so the web one is the free one, the Copilot chat, and I'm just going to see what it will give us here. So it's a bit more basic than the previous one, the work one. 1, 2, 3, 4 sections. So if we turn on ChatGPT 5 in the web version here, and we'll paste. So write me something about Azure storage, right? So that's with ChatGPT 5 on now, right? And this is the free version. So you can see, look, it's really after expanding everything. It's giving us a lot more and more precise stuff in ChatGPT 5. So that's it for today, guys. So I'm just going to end. I see there's a few people that were there. Sandeep, hello Frank. How you doing, Sandeep? And Precious, how are you? Hope to have you on soon. Okay, so thanks everyone for joining us, and I'll be back here again next week with the Azure and AI show, and hopefully we'll have some new people to share some of their stuff on the Azure and AI show. Thank you.